Hey, everybody, it's Orlando Woke Hillbilly. That's right. So, everybody keeps talking about Donald Trump and his health. I mean, you look at him, he's not doing well. He's got these swelling legs, these ankles. We see that. We see these marks on his hands. And he keeps trying to cover them up with all this makeup. He wears all this makeup on his face. He always has, but he's like, I mean, they're really caking that stuff on now. I mean, they're putting it on with a trowel. They got rid of the makeup artist and brought in a mason to come in and spread that stuff on. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And he's got these places popping up on his neck. It doesn't look good at all. And you watch him coming down the stairs off the airplane now. He's coming down these steps like he's going to fall. Every step is hard on him. He acts like he's out of breath. He can hardly move when he's climbing up and down these steps. But yet, there's never been a healthier president in history, he says. They keep saying he's healthy, healthy, healthy. He's clearly got something going on his side because you can see this bag-looking thing or a diaper. We're not really for sure what it is, but there's something on his side. When he sits down, it puffs out. It don't look like fat, even though there's plenty of that. It looks like maybe he's having some kind of machine there, maybe a catheter. We don't really know because they're not. They keep saying they're the most transparent administration in the history of America. They're most transparent. Transparency. That's what they're proud of. But they don't tell us anything. They lie about everything when they do say anything. So how in the hell are we supposed to believe what they say? But old Donnie Boy's proud of these cognitive tests he's been taking. He says he takes them quite regularly. Really? So he's taking these cognitive tests all the time. Now, usually your doctor will give them to you about once a year or once every couple of years. But, they kind of monitor you. And when they feel you need them, they'll give them to you. But Donnie Boy keeps having them all the time. And he's proud of them. He's saying, we should make AOC take a cognitive test. We should make all the presidents take a cognitive test. Like it's some kind of genius to pass them. He brags about how he passed them better than anybody. He's better at it. And they get really hard toward the end, he says. Really? Huh. Yeah. So the reason he's so proud of these cognitive tests that he's taken has a lot to do with the fact that his dad paid for his schooling, right? All the way through grade school, all the way through high school, all the way through college. Donnie Boy's never been smart enough to take a test and pass it on his own. No. So his dad sent him off to military school, try to get him straightened out because he knew he was a complete idiot. That didn't work either. They wanted Fred Trump, his brother, his older brother, was being conditioned to run the Trump family business. But he had a problem. He went to college and he fell in love with flying airplanes. He ended up going to work for TWA, flying jetliners. Well, that interfered with their dad because he was a greedy, selfish old man that didn't care anything about what his children wanted to do with their lives. He wanted them to do what he wanted them, which was carry on his legacy, his business. Donnie Trump, he wanted that. Fred Jr. didn't. And the reason why was because he wanted to fly airplanes. They made so much fun of him. His father kicked him down so much. Told him, why would you want to be a bus driver in the sky? You could have all this and you want to drive buses in the sky, he'd say. But finally, Fred gave it up. Then he started drinking heavy. He was working for the Trump family business and he started drinking real heavy. And in the end, he was doing drugs. And he died a young man because of it. If you ever read Mary Trump's first book that she wrote during Trump's first term in office, if you haven't read it, you need to. You learn a lot. It's very informational on what really goes on inside that crime family. And I do say crime family. You'll understand a lot more about Trump ended up the way he did. So, after Fred's demise, Donnie Boy is who Fred Sr. had to deal with. So he started working with him. But he knew Donnie was dumber than a box of rocks. And he'd paid all for his education and everything. So Donnie's never passed any tests on his own. He never has. Until they gave him a cognitive test. And all of a sudden, he was thrilled with himself. He's a genius. Remarkable. They go, look, Donald, what is this? Oh, that looks like a puppy dog. It is a puppy dog, Donnie. I got it right. What is this, Donnie? Looks like a tree. Yes, Donnie, it's a tree. I got that one right. What's this one? The capital letter B. Yes, Donnie, great. It's a capital letter B. And he's like, hey, look, I picked all of them. I got them all right. I'm great. I'm smart. I'm a genius. A first grader could pass this test, by the way. But that's our president. He's thrilled to death that he passes a test that a grade schooler could pass. Because he's never taken a test on his own in his life. Because every time he took a test, he failed. So he got a bought and paid for test. And I believe now he probably can't even pass them tests like he says he is. But this regime, this presidency, this administration up there in D.C. that's running our country at the moment, they claim to be the most transparent administration in the history of America. But they lie about everything. And they hide everything. Speaking of which, where is the damn rest of the Epstein files, by the way? Mr. Transparency. But anyway, they brag about they're so transparent. They get these doctors they paid for, holler, he's like Superman. He's like Superman. He's super intelligent. He's super strong. And we can clearly see he's a big fat ass riding around in that golf cart. But yet, that's what they try to tell us. They try to tell us that Donnie Boy is healthy. As his legs are swelling, all these sores popping up across his body, caking on more makeup all the time. And all you MAGA people out there that said, I like him because he's manly. Did you really consider how much makeup he wears? Is that why you think he's manly? Or the fact that he whines like a little whiny ass all the time? Is that why do you think he's manly? I mean, he was doing this when he was healthy. I mean, he's gotten sick, more mean, and more whiny ass. And y'all support him even more. I do not get it. He's a spoiled brat. I like him because he's just like me. That's what you say. He ain't a damn thing like you. He's been rich his entire life. And now he is buying and paying doctors and paying his administration to cover up his health from the American people who deserve to see the truth. But yet, here we are. He can't tell the truth for two reasons. First one is he doesn't know how. He's lied so much in his life, I don't think he knows how to tell the truth. And two, if he tells you the truth, we will all demand for him to be removed from office. And he knows if that happens, he'll be eligible for prison. And that's where he needs to go. I don't know if he'll live that long. He doesn't look healthy. But we do deserve to know, because the man running our country shouldn't be bragging about taking a test that children can pass. And he shouldn't be up there with all these health problems we can very clearly see. He can't hardly walk. He can't hardly climb steps. And he sometimes just gets up and walks around the room, and they have to grab him by the arm and direct him back to where he's supposed to be. And he got this confused look on his face. And at the same time, we're in a war. I know they say it's not a war, but then they do, then they don't, then they say it is, then they say it ain't, whatever. Still, we've got this conflict, this war going on over in the Middle East, and the man running our country is bragging about taking a cognitive test like it's some kind of IQ test that makes him a super genius. That should tell you everything you need to know about Donald Trump and why we should demand immediately that he take tests by more than one doctor and all of those results be issued to the public immediately. And if he is passing these cognitive tests on his own, well, then that's great. But we should know for a fact that that's what's happening. Because I don't even believe he's really taking these tests anymore. But anyway, this is our lane. Woke Hillbilly. I'm out. I love you all. Stay woke, my friends.